up to task. That means the Human Resources Department in IKS, this is an example, please. The Human Resources Department of IKS is not doing well. So it means it can literally close the Department of Human Resources. So as soon as that is closed, it doesn't mean that IKS will not employ teachers. IKS will still employ teachers, but it has given the job or the function to a company, a human resources company, that it believes is an expert, yes? Human resources means a department that is saddled with the responsibility of employing workers. That is human resources. Human resources, a department that is saddled with the responsibility of employing workers. That is human resources. Is it clear? Is it clear? So, as soon as IKS takes that off its department, the Human Resources Department will be the one, the Human Resources Company, which is a specialist company, will take charge of recruiting teachers for IKS. So, which simply means that IKS does not need to train teachers anymore. The Human Resources Company will train the teachers before it gives it to IKS. Do you get the point now? So that means the cost of training has been shifted or transferred to the new company that is in charge of human resources. Is it clear now? The fifth one, employing workers who can job share. What is job share? Job share means you're having two part-time workers to do a full-time work. So I'm going to work from 8 to 12. Then another person is going to take from 12 to 4. That is the full-time work. So I'm supposed to work from 8 to 4. But I'm going to work from 8 to 12 and the other one is going to work from 12 to 4. So we have job share. Do you understand what job share is now? So it means you're giving a full-time job to two part-time workers. That's what job share is. Do we get it? And when you are able to do that, it means because I'm working from 8 to 12, I might be able to put more effort for those 4 hours. Before I get tired, someone else is coming in to take up. And before he gets tired, the job is done. That's the efficiency. Any question about that? Then, what is the problem about employing peripheral workers or temporary workers or flexible workforce? The first one, peripheral workers may not be loyal to the organization compared to permanent workers. Because I have to work in firm A, firm B, firm C, or company B, company C, company A, I won't be loyal to any of them. Loyalty comes to you committing, you being committed to them. Because you work with different companies, that means you cannot be committed. Do you understand the point here? You cannot be committed and they cannot even trust you. Because you work with different companies. So they'll feel like whatever they tell you or whatever you get here, you tell the other companies, which they are rivals. Do you get the point, please? Do you understand or not, please? The second one, communication might be a problem. You know, for peripheral workers, you're working at home, working from home, or you work for flexible hours. You might not always be around or available when the need arises. Like, we need to communicate with you, but you're not there. Peripheral workers are flexible workers, workers that do not have a permanent position in an organization. They are peripheral. That means they only come when they are needed. It's the same as flexible workers. So the problem is about communication. Because the school knows I will be here. The school knows I will be here 8 o'clock. But for a peripheral worker who works from home, they don't know when he's going to be awake. So they might call him and he's still asleep. So communication might be a problem there. Do you understand this? The third one, employing temporary workers might be highly efficient because of their expertise. Yes, when you employ specialist workers, it's highly efficient because they have skills. But the problem is that most of these workers, they are unable to keep a permanent job. That's why they are temporary workers. They are not consistent. You know, consistency is important still. So they have skills, but they cannot keep their job. That is why, maybe that's why they are temporary workers. They lack consistency in their career. Do you get the point or not? It's a problem because businesses need consistency because based on the accounting concepts of going concern, businesses must be run as if they will never end. So if you have to run your business as if it's not going to end, it means you need workers that will always be consistent with you. So those temporary workers might not be consistent in terms of their career path. And the last one, co-workers may not be happy having too many peripheral workers around them. For permanent workers, so every now and then, you have to change temporary staff. You have to come up with temporary staff. So that means all your colleagues, you work with an individual today, the next day you have to work with another individual, the next day you have to work with another individual. So that means you cannot even have a relationship with a colleague because they are part-time workers or they are temporary workers. And that might make you to be demotivated. You already have a plan with an individual, and for tomorrow then someone else comes in. You have to start again afresh. Is it clear? So these are the advantages and disadvantages of flexible workforce.